CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pig, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pork cup.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at... Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. He completes it to Julio Jones. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They go play action now. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Denzel Mims His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now it's Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. They're going for Hamlin, but this is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it again with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's back. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy from 19 yards away. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current number 1 and number 2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in the season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as a team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 4-yard line. 13. Hey, no.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, it's Williams. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And out of bounds right around the 20. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
0-0-0.
To throw is Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now. Here's Wilson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Quick slant to Hamler. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Man open, here's Jones. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones, 42 yards. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. Man open left side. It's Williams.
Finding room at midfield.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler, 42 yards.
And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play action. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Brought down on the play by Yomu Wazirike.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork blend. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now off the bootleg.
That's to the tight end, Davidson. Finding space at the 40. Big strides, look at him go. Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Ravens